scratch that, change of plans. That's how life goes. I have to pivot, change my plans, and adapt. So this is what happened. As I mentioned in the last videos, I was planning on making multiple YouTube channels simultaneously, mainly the investing account and the review account. I already had everything set up. The YouTube channels already exist. I already posted some shorts and some longer form videos on them. But then while I was uploading the videos and trying to come up with a thumbnail and create and then upload my own custom thumbnail, I ran into some issues. Now I'm fully aware that you have to use your phone number to verify your Google account or your YouTube account. But what I didn't know is that you're only allowed to use 2 accounts verified under your number per year. Now, I never really realized this because I guess over the last 2 years, the accounts that I did verify with my numbers were only 4, and I never pushed more because I didn't post on any other channels, or at least not with custom thumbnails or longer videos than 15 minutes. But now I did, and I ran a bit of into a wall because obviously I want to have videos that are longer than 15 minutes, and I for sure want to have my own custom thumbnails. Like the thumbnails, I don't know how to express this in words, how important they are for a new channel. It's probably the most important thing because no one knows you, no one knows who I am, no one knows about my content or my channel or what I'm about. So the one thing that could get clicks onto my channel is the thumbnail. If I can't even, make a custom thumbnail to hook people in or get people interested in the whole thing, it's kind of a deal breaker. So the overall dilemma now was, what do I do? Do I use these accounts? Do I keep going? At first, I thought the account is just so new that I need to, watch videos and act like a real account and like a real person. And then eventually it'll get verified without using my number. But I Googled it, I researched a bit, and no, I do have to use my phone number or a phone number to fully verify. That gave me another option, right? So aside from dropping the accounts or using new accounts or just continuing without custom thumbnails, which isn't really an option, like I just said, the other idea would have been to use a different number, my parents' number, friend's phone number, something like that, or get a second phone number. There are multiple options here. I didn't like any of them though. For me, one of the most important things is security. Being able to secure my accounts with 2-factor authentication, all that kind of stuff. If I want to take this project serious, I want to make sure that I have maximum security as much as I can. So if I take a different number, like a random number from online, like you can Google numbers from India or whatever, you can just source a number, but that screams trouble in the future for me, right? That just feels like I'm suppressing a small headache and keep pushing it until it becomes a migraine. That was not an option. Using the phone number from a family member or a friend, doable, decent, but if I really want to make these channels work, I want to have instant access without annoying other people or waiting for their responses. They're not going to be available 24/7, right? If I want to change something at midnight because I had a thought, or if I want to access my account and I got logged out for some reason, some security measure, and I need 2-factor authentication, I'm not going to reach my family or friends at 2 a.m. in the morning or midnight or whatever. So I want to have full control. That in the end meant that I had to use my phone, and since I can't use it on these accounts, I need to use a old account. I have 4 accounts that are verified and registered, so I had to use one of them. I could use my gaming channel, but that's not really an option. Like, I want to have that forever. It's my passion project. Like, I love gaming, and all the experiences I have already with that channel, all the content I already made, all the people I met through streaming and the gaming, I don't want to lose that. So actually, it's not really an option. In the end, it just got me into overthinking mode again, analysis paralysis. I didn't get anything done. I really struggled with coming up with a solution, and then it hit me. Why not just use my yapping account, my podcast account, which is verified and registered and everything is fine, and just combine everything? It'll help me focus anyway, so I don't have 3 or 4 channels to manage simultaneously and make videos for separate channels. I can use all of the ideas that I have and combine those subjects. I was really proud with myself to not fully fall into like a frustration mode or be paralyzed for too long and then get into this spiral of negativity. Oh, I'm always so unlucky. Why can't I verify? This is terrible. This is all, nothing of that. I just tried to stay calm and then came up with a solution that I even feel better with now than before. Like, I actually feel relieved that I don't have 2 or 3 channels and just one, aside from the gaming channel. I will still do reviews and I'll still talk about making money online and investments all under the same umbrella. The difference is I'm not going to randomly review stuff. I'm going to review anything relevant to investing or money making. The main focus will remain investing, but investing of any kind. Investing in stocks, sure, assets, commodities, but also in collectibles, which also was a future, channel idea. So collecting Pokemon cards or CS skins, comic books, whatever. Investing money into collectibles that might appreciate in value. Investing in crypto. But, and this is the key thing that really made it click in my head where I thought, oh, this is actually interesting. I'm excited about this. I can't wait to start. Investing in myself, investing in productivity tools, investing in self-improvement, investing in my health, for example, mobility exercises, a good daily routine, nutrition improvements, all that kind of stuff under the umbrella of investing. So what that means for the channel I'm on right now, initially I thought this channel is going to be just me talking about any topic that I find interesting, any thoughts that pop into my head, and I wanted to do it as my online diary, right? I was supposed to not have any viewers here and just talk freely, be myself, be authentic, and share everything that I'm doing. That, of course, will now be a little bit tempered and less, and the focus will shift more to what I just talked about. And I don't think I'm going to create another full channel just for me talking in like a diary like I originally planned, because I've realized how exciting it was and how much energy I got from having more focus and just, have this weight off my shoulders of doing all these things at the same time. So it would be kind of stupid to create a new channel now. That doesn't mean I'm never going to share my opinions or have like talking videos like right now. And it's not always going to be just about investing and everything. I might eventually try to vlog and do content like that. If, however, you're still for whatever reason interested in my yapping and all the nonsense that comes out of my brain, always feel free to follow me on my other socials like my Instagram or TikTok account, or follow me on Threads and Twitter. On those channels, you'll still find full-on brain diarrhea and, just me sharing my thoughts whenever they pop up. In the end, what this new consolidated channel will be like and what value you hopefully can get out of these videos. What can you actually expect? It's not going to be a traditional investing or money-making channel where I say the same things that everyone else says on these platforms. I'm not going to rehash every single topic. I'm not going to deep dive into all the educational part. I think nowadays there's just so many channels and other, mediums where you can get all that information super fast and super easy. There's so many people talking about, investing 101, the basics, what to do when you're a beginner, endless books about financial literacy and financial independence, investing into stock market. There's podcasts. Heck, you could even Google it or just ChatGPT it. And, type in, hey, ChatGPT, teach me about investing. What are the basics that I need to learn? You don't need that coming from me. That whole area of the topic is already covered extensively, most likely by people that are way more qualified and experienced than me. What I want to offer and the content that I want to make is the actual application, the real life examples of all of this knowledge. My videos will mainly focus on experiments and testing theories, testing statements from people, testing investment strategies, testing what it's like, experimenting around and really seeing what all this theory is in real life. What actually goes into it? How hard is it to pull off? Is it easier than I thought? Is it more work than I expected? It's easy to talk about these concepts. To actually realize them in real life is not that easy. I remember the first time that I tried to go onto a broker and just buy a stock. And it was so much work to get all that done and to get my account and to have everything settled. And then I had to learn how to use that tool, use that broker, right? It's usually a lot harder than people make it seem in these videos. I want to bring you along the journey of me rediscovering investing and testing all this stuff out. I will, of course, commit as much of my own money as possible. And by own, I mean, who knows, maybe I'll take a loan or something, or maybe a family member will help out at some point. I don't know. But I'll try to take the money that I still have saved up, which is really not that much, and any money that I make with any of these platforms or these projects, or I'll work on the side again with a side hustle or something like that, and I'll put all that money into these experiments and theories to see what actually works with real money, to actually do it. All that being said, of course, along the way, if there are bigger themes to a video, for example, if I make a video about shorting, I will explain basic concepts of shorting, what it is. But I won't make a deep dive. Like I said, there are many other resources and tools out there that you can use, and I will focus more on the application. Another reason why I'm doing it this way and not the full like traditional YouTube educational kind of content, I hated studying. I was a terrible student in school. I was a horrible student in college. What should have taken me 3 years took me like 10 years to complete. And I just hate this style of learning. So I want to be different. I want to create a channel that you can learn from without actually feeling like you're studying something. I've always been someone that is more hands-on, and I need to see things in real life. I need to have this experience. I need to learn from my failures. If I just read something in a book, I will acknowledge it, I'll understand it, but it'll never stick with me. So I'll try to take all that experience and put it into my YouTube channel. That's all. A little bit of a pivot, but I'm actually way more excited about doing it this way than I had planned originally. I want to know if I can apply any of these concepts. I want to know if I can make money online, make money with investing. Also, being a millionaire sounds pretty dope, so why not try to become one ourselves? If you ever see a claim or a viral video or a statement online on any of the socials about investing, and you think, hey, Kato could actually test this, always feel free to DM me on any of the socials or leave a comment down below in the videos that I'm posting, and I'll certainly give it a look and maybe even a try. The first projects, however, are a proving grounds, and I'm gonna have to test a lot, learn a lot, improve. The resources I have available are, of course, very limited and more on the low budget end of things. It is what it is. But who knows? Maybe one day I'll go back to these comments and I'm at a point in my life where I can do this full-time and do this for a living, and I have more resources available that I can actually then return back to that comment and test it out for you guys. That's it for today. Thank you guys for watching and see you soon.